MAS party, which stands for Movement for Socialism. The Bolivian Senator Rodrigo Paz, the son of a...
And just like that, guess what? We're home. Welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I am Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we're brought to you by the New Image Project, better known as
See that?
Because we want to redefine
what's cool.
Because smart is
the new giggity gangster.
Baby.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Yes. So you all see, we had a heck of a weekend.
Yes. Welcome to the Express episode
of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Welcome. We thank y'all for joining the ride. Yes, this weekend was amazing. What you did this weekend?
Well, okay. Yesterday we did the Black Icon brunch, which was a blast. I would have to say, if you missed out, you missed out on a really good time. The food was good. The music was on point. We played games. We had great conversation. It was a nice grown-up vibe.
Yes, it was. Big shout out to Tron, Brainstorm, and you. Y'all did a great job. I had a great time. I thought I was just coming to get something to eat.
Yeah. If y'all don't know anything, Jabbar show up strictly for the food. And the mimosas was on point.
The mimosas had me leaning. I was already coming off a hangover or something. So I wasn't
or something.
I don't know what it was. Something was lingering.
But
it was great. I had a great time. Big shouts out to Culture Creative, the whole location. It's beautiful. Y'all did a great job. Next time, don't miss it. Listen, the next time one of these brunches happen, y'all really have to be there because it was a vibe. It was a vibe.
It really was. It's always a small intimate setting where it's not over. It's never gonna be super crowded.
That's not the goal.
No, it's not. It's really about giving a good space where people can go out, relax, and it's a real good date night, a date too. If you want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You, your lady, even your girlfriends, you could come chill because we had couples in there. Why you got the sound on? Oh, it's me.
See, I'm tired of all the accusations. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. I'm glad you accused
Good morning,
me.
So it was me. So Kiana, why you had your sound on? So
I've been accused too many times.
No, but it actually was really, really good.
Yes, it was. It was great. It was a great experience, and for adults, to have that type of fun time. We had people in 62, 63, 64, all the way down to 44, right? It wasn't no kids in there.
No. It's probably 40 was
44.
No, 40. Okay, let's say 40. It was a 40 and up crowd for the majority.
Yes,
but we're not
pre-senior citizen.
Boy,
it was a pre-senior citizen.
No, but it's a nice vibe where you could just kind of just.
Yes, it was. It was a great vibe. And I think we need more stuff like that. Because there isn't enough like that for us. So thank you for putting it together.
Thank you. How was your weekend? No, other than that, I know you was filming.
Yes, I was filming. We had big shouts out to the whole cast of Agent X3 Artificial Intelligence. Look out for January 2026 MLK. But yeah, it was a great weekend filming. The energy was there. We love it. The whole Dreammakers team, man. Big shouts out to all y'all. And be on the lookout for more projects. We got stuff like Semi. We got different documentaries coming out. Different projects we did with kids, youth. It's just gonna be a big 2026, 2027 year. So y'all get ready. We getting ready. If you don't know, go like the page Agent X the movie series on Facebook. Go like the page, follow it. Big shouts out to Cranston Cumberbatch, the star Agent X, Louis Joseph, and the other team members. We did what we did. We came to do it.
All right.
Yeah, I like that.
He said he liked that.
Yeah, we did what we came to do. And in other news.
Okay, so would you rather? Would you rather have to swap bodies with random strangers once a week forever, or stay in your own body, but everyone else swap bodies randomly once a week?
I think everybody already swap bodies once a week. I already think that's what's going on with this bipolar society we got here. I don't know. I would rather stay me.
I think I'm saying me too.
Yeah, because I'm not with that. I don't know what y'all doing with y'all bodies. I can just deal with what I'm doing with mine, and I can love it. I can love it and like it. But we got some real news on
Go ahead, Ryan.
Hurricane Aaron strengthens as the storm curves off the U.S. coast. So they're saying that it's curving, but it's strengthened to a Category 4 storm, and this is Hurricane Aaron. It has re-strengthened to a Category 4 storm as it turns northwest and is expected to remain east of the U.S. according to the National Hurricane Center. Okay, big shouts out to the National Hurricane Center, man. We need y'all.
So it's supposed to rain, but it's supposed to rain around like 3:00 here. But it's only like a 30% chance of rain, I think. Well, it's a 50% chance of rain. But you know how they play with you. So about 12:00, I'm looking at it. It's supposed to be some scattered showers.
Make sure them kids in school where they supposed to be.
Don't let them stay home.
No, don't let them stay home. Okay, in other news, Tampa police are investigating an early morning shooting downtown that left a person hurt. This was a shooting that happened downtown Tampa. So y'all be careful out there, man, because they shooting bang bang and don't get shot. You ready for the next one? This is gonna be good. You ready?
Yeah, go.
Are you ready for this?
I said go.
Okay. Ivanka Trump re-enters DC ring for upcoming knockout UFC White House fight. So there's going to be the first daughter, Ivanka Trump, is helping facilitate the highly anticipated White House UFC fight alongside Dana White as the Trump administration prepares to roll out patriotic events celebrating the nation's 250th anniversary of independence in 2026.
So wait, they have a fight at the White House every year?
No, this is going to be the first time.
I was gonna say I never heard them have a fight at the White House.
Well, they fight now.
So they finna have. I guess so. Everybody they got a team that to bring people in entertainment. So this is okay. I'm all about creativity, right? And do it. I mean, I'm glad it's Ivanka Trump, the daughter, and all this other stuff. But I want them to be doing some work. Am I wrong? Like,
I mean, I think I agree. I think I agree with you. I'm not for the presidential fights and stuff, but hey, man, God bless America.
Yeah, I just think like it's something else that you could do. Like, I don't know. Like for some reason,
it's something else that you can do.
Yeah,
but Ivanka Trump ain't the president or nothing, so.
I know, but they're gonna do it at the White House. They're gonna like set up the ring, do you know what I mean? I understand boxing is another American sport.
No, this is ultimate fighting.
Okay,
like the guys that be grabbing each other.
Yeah, and so it's even worse.
Yes, it get worse.
Yeah, no, I don't know how I feel about it.
It get worse.
I really don't. Really know how.
How about this? How you feel about this? China developed the world's first pregnancy robot that's capable of giving birth to a living baby. Yeah. We got to get into this. How do you feel about China developing the world's first pregnancy humanoid? It says this is the first pregnancy humanoid that's capable of giving birth to a living baby.
That gotta be fake news.
No, if you go on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, you will see that it's official news. It's real news, and you can find this news on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page on Facebook. This is real news.
So I don't like it.
Scientists in China are developing the world's first pregnancy robot capable of carrying a baby to term and giving birth. The humanoid will be equipped with an artificial womb that receives nutrients through a hose, experts say. The prototype is expected to be released next year with a selling price for around 100,000 yuan, and which is 10,000 of whatever. Dr. Zhang, who founded the company, I'm not trying to say all these names because I'm not going to be messing up these people's names, so I'm just going to respect them by saying Dr. Zhang. The device he envisions is not simply an incubator, but a humanoid that can replicate the entire process from conception to delivery. I repeat, from conception to delivery, the Asian media reports. He said the artificial womb technology is already in a mature stage and now needs to be implemented. He said it need a couple more mango seasons.
I do. So I'm reading the comments too. I knew it wasn't fake news. I'm just saying, like, I just can't believe it. But here we go.
Need a couple more mango seasons.
It need to not be existing.
The man said it need a couple more mango seasons. He says it's already mature stage, but a couple more mango seasons.
I don't like it. I don't like it because there's enough humans
to have babies.
But
birth is a life and death thing for certain people, especially black mothers. It's a life and death thing. People dying having babies.
I get it, but I don't want to have my baby with a robot. I don't want a robot
humanoid.
I don't want a robot carrying my baby. How can a robot be a humanoid?
Humanoid.
No, I don't like it. I just think I watched too many movies. Y'all seen Megan? Y'all seen iRobot? Y'all seen how these movies, like how stuff transform and really go? Yeah, no.
So now I'm gonna get to a deeper question because and y'all help me if I'm wrong, but if the humanoid can go from conception to birth, like where does that leave us as humans? Like we're no longer needed. Like what like where does that leave us at? Like we at a spot where the computers are thinking for us, they're drawing, they're making music. So these are some of the things that we call humanity. Because to be human, you have to have culture and you have to be able to give birth.
Yeah.
So now they got culture, the computers, and they're giving birth. Like, where do we draw the line?
I mean, yeah, we should have been drawing the line on some other stuff.
Yeah, I think.
Trying to be the first in something will sometimes, because we're taking away the thought process of people.
What, the computers?
The computers are, and then because it is a possibility that there will be a crash, right?
Computer crash?
Yes, somebody can put a virus in there. Something can happen. You see it,
and then we're so dependent on
it, and then you don't know what to do. And because you don't have the skills that you need, you just think about how evolution has happened, and there's some skills that we just don't have no more. We had to relearn. How many people wasn't farming?
Yeah.
And that's a skill that we needed. Now we're looking back here dang.
Relearning.
Yeah. Oh, we shouldn't have never let that go because we see how high stuff is. We see that the food is killing us. When you look at it, if your robot is always reading to you and all that other stuff, and you never learned how to read, and then you get up there and you got to read one day because everything else, you just lost. I don't like it. I haven't liked it from the beginning.
So we're talking about you can go on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club page on Facebook and see this story about the baby being born by a humanoid robot. They're saying in China that this technology is mature and almost ready to come to the market. For $10,000, you can have a pregnancy robot. Would you, asking the audience, would you want a robot to have your baby?
Most of them saying they don't know the purpose.
Ooh.
Exactly. Why?
Like incubators, babies are put in incubators every day. There are babies that's born premature and that need more months inside of the womb, and they pull them out and put them in an incubator. This is just the next step from the incubator process, and it's going from conception. So when they say conception, I wonder, is they talking about sex or is they talking about what they call it, in vitro fertilization?
I don't know. Either way, I don't like it. But this is what they're doing. People, but it's a cheap option.
Cheap?
You get $10,000 because if you have a surrogate that's doing basically the same thing, you got to pay them more than $10,000. Plus, you got to pay their medical bills and all that other stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so now, when you're looking at it, cheap ain't always better. You get what you pay for. Yeah, and if your baby come out with everything and all the letters under the moon and the sun,
if he come out with all the letters
and some extra something,
but
No. Tell Mr. Yang to have his child there.
Don't
Yeah, no.
Hey, Mr. Yang say don't threaten me with a good time. Okay, the other dudes, we got a lot of candidates running for office. So this upcoming election is going to be big. The 2026 election. Not only is we're going to have state rep seats up, we're going to have the mayor seat. The mayor is going to be running for
re-election.
So we want y'all to just be active in y'all voting process. We're not going to tell you who to vote for, but we're going to tell you to go vote. That's what we're going to tell you.
Because we had this conversation. I'm going to tell you to get out there and do real stuff and vote. You need to do both.
Be an informed voter. Don't just be a puppet voter. Take the time to be informed. There's time now that you can be informed on who you're voting for, and you don't have to just vote for the person somebody tell you to vote.
You don't, but I'm going to tell you, if you're not going to be an informed voter, find somebody that you truly trust. Because to be honest, everybody's not going to be an informed voter.
Hey,
no.
Okay, I hear you. Go find somebody who opinion you trust.
Right. And you go in there and do it. And don't just go by the news like the clickbait. That's what I'm going to say, because the clickbait will get you, and then they'll give you the highlights, because even with the algorithm and everything that happens, it's going to give you what appeals to you.
Most definitely. And a lot of times we can't trust what the algorithm is giving us. And big shouts out to Brian at the Cold Box. Big shouts out to PDAP doing community tech day, Jake and Miss Debbie, because this technology stuff is very important. Like you said, the algorithm is going to give you what you've been looking for. It's going to give you what you've been looking for.
Yeah, regardless. And then it feeds into your psyche too.
Yes, it does. It's like an artificial boost of confidence, because it tells you that you're great. Oh, that's great.
Or it really, so let's talk about it. Or it tells you, like, whatever you think, like if you feel like people are against you,
they're gonna say they'll get you, wash your back.
Yeah, no, it's gonna come in like, oh yeah, and then you're gonna be like, see, I knew it.
Listen, I know.
Like, because it say this didn't come to you by accident. If you're looking at this before the 18th and it's the 17th, I'm telling you, but it knows what you're looking for. So it kind of feeds to you.
Yes. So
and that's the problem with
be objective.
So this is the problem with AI that I have, is because sometimes, it's feeding into your madness. Not all the time, but this is the negative part of AI that we have, that you come in, because if you do have a mental problem, or you're obsessed with something, it's gonna feed your obsession.
Yes, and there's no safeguards to what that it could tell you. It could tell you anything. So.
Yeah, and then our kids are using this as a
counselor,
yes. Like, as a therapist.
That's one of the use cases that they said it was for. They said it could be used as a counselor. That's why they're doing it, and I think that was bad advice, honestly. So in other news, we have President Trump and the president of Russia just met in Alaska. They're talking about a ceasefire in Ukraine. And so today, or in the next coming days, now he's going to meet with the president of Ukraine in an attempt to get them to make a ceasefire, give Russia some land, and back out the war quietly.
So here, all right. So I don't know how I feel about that either.
Go ahead. I don't think he know how he feel about it either. He said so. He said he ain't giving up nothing. Zelensky, that's the president of Ukraine, and he's saying they're not interested in giving up any of their land to the invaders, as they call them.
I don't know how. Like so I will tell you, I'm invested, but not that invested because we have so much going on over here that really matters to me.
Okay.
Let me say that.
So we ain't worrying about Ukraine.
I'm not saying, I didn't say that.
I mean, you didn't say you ain't worrying about Ukraine.
But I will tell you is that after I've been fighting all this time, just to get if you was gonna give it up, you should have gave it up on the first quarter.
So in other world news, because we do have it's a big world out there. And we got other news, and I'm stalling.
I know, but you stopped in mid to change the.
Because you said you said we ain't worrying about Russia.
No, I said.
So in other news.
Hey, Michelle. I see Michelle. I see Chandra. Oh, hey, y'all know our brother Jabbar.
Yes,
and how he moved. And Michelle looked so cute. She was Beyonce yesterday.
Listen, and who you was? You was on SWV.
I was actually the 90s. Like the 90s. I dressed up like the 90s.
Hey, that was SWV. Not SWV. You remember that video SWV had, and they had on the outfit.
That wasn't. That was more like Total or something like that. Yeah, that was because I had on baggy pants.
But that still was the SWV video.
SWV never had on anything baggy.
Yes, they did.
Pull it up.
Okay, don't worry about it.
I ain't, because you just making up stuff.
Okay, I ain't making this up. The United Nations says bid to help address turmoil in Haiti less than 10% funded. So a lot of people don't know violence remains widespread in Haiti, where powerful armed gangs have surged amid political and economic chaos. A lot of people don't know that it's been a lot of fighting in Haiti.
It was a lot.
It's a lot.
I know, but I don't know, where you been at after the president got assassinated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still going on.
Yeah,
it ain't stopped. Yeah, exactly. And like, there's a guy, an ex-police officer named Barbecue, that's been leading the fighting. So it's very interesting. More than 1.3 million people have been displaced by violence in Haiti, and more than 3,000 people have been killed this year alone. Armed gangs, some linked to powerful political and economic figures, excuse me, y'all, have been taking control of large swaths of the capital, Port-au-Prince, since the assassination of former President Jovenel Moïse. Sorry.
Because it's French or Creole.
So
it's definitely.
So in July, and that was 2021 when he was assassinated.
Yeah. And they've been, I mean, Haiti's always kind of had their issues, right? As far as violence and things like that. And then after they killed the president, it
went downhill from there.
But one thing is Haitians are resilient people.
Very.
And so I think they will figure it out. I wish there was somebody else can do to kind of come in and do the ceasefire there. But you see how ain't nobody went over there.
No, because they want them people resources. They want so the problem is, so you remember Haiti had the big earthquake and they sent billions of dollars to I think the president or the vice president or the old president or whoever they sent the money to in America, and the people ain't do nothing for them people. They just put the money in their pocket. And
they didn't I ain't gonna say they didn't do nothing for them. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. They probably put bare minimum in there as they, you know what I mean? And that was a big thing. I
mean,
but I will tell you this is that there's stuff that needs to be done over there. I would probably be more invested over there than I am in Russia.
But that's why I went. That's exactly why I went to Haiti, because I felt that would be something more your speed.
I would definitely be more over here than over there. And if you look at it, they more over there than they are over here. So
and that's the sad part about it, because we got problems like right at our back door, at our doorstep, that we're not addressing. And it wouldn't be no America as we know it today if it wasn't for Haiti in the Haitian Revolution. What set up the Louisiana Purchase and all this stuff, what made this country what it is. I think we gotta, show a little respect for them people and help them out when they need us, because they helped us out.
But some people don't ask for help either.
What you mean?
How they might want to figure this out by themselves. Not saying I don't think they need help, but you know how like some people be like, "No, don't come in my game room. Like this is a family business. We're gonna handle it."
Yes, because there have been like different countries sending police officers and army and all kinds of
So
stuff.
you know what? Since you said Army, how do you feel about the National Guard going up there to DC? Because they're still sending more people. I don't like it either.
I think the national. I think I think this is within the powers of the president. Right, they got the right to do this. Right, he ain't breaking the law. But I do think that those National Guard troops, they're not gonna like being there because all they're gonna do is write tickets. The crime rate is down. They're not sweeping crime. They say they made 100 arrests, and you got thousands of off-duty and National Guard troops there, and y'all saying y'all made 100 arrests, and so you know how arrests go. So maybe 75% of them gonna get thrown out and ain't worth nothing, right? So what in my mind, it's a big waste of time and a waste of resources
and money.
But you know, this is what they want to do. They've been talking about doing this for generations. Sending the National Guard. He gonna send them in. Now we finna see the numbers are gonna say it. We're gonna see what it's about.
So when you send in the National Guard right to places, especially what is happening in DC that you need the National Guard?
I think that it's a war on homelessness. It's more so about people sleeping on the streets than actual crime and gun violence, because the gun violence and the true crime is down to a 30-year low. So 30 years ago, it was 1998, 95 or whatever. I don't know. But long story short, I think that we got a lot of work to do, and the National Guard has more work to do than going to cities and patrolling cities. And I think it's going to hurt their morale. I think the soldiers have morale, pride, right? And you just can't gonna keep sending them to do anything. And see, that's what they think. Oh, send the soldiers. The soldiers will go send the soldiers. They're gonna have a strong mutiny from the soldiers. The soldiers gonna be like, no, you ain't finna just send me anywhere. I'm tired of being on your yo-yo train. And that's when they're gonna have problems.
You think it is? I think it's a problem that like the solution is to criminalize people for being homeless.
Yes.
Like I think
that ain't the solution, but that's what they do.
No.
Yeah.
Did I say the solution?
Yeah, but don't worry about it.
Okay, because that's not what I meant.
That's not the
say.
solution, but
No,
yeah.
I think that's not the solution. Did I say?
Okay, I hope not. Well, that's what you said. Okay.
Yeah, that's not the solution
It's
to
not.
criminalize people for being homeless.
Because then you're just gonna have overpacked jails with people who are just there simply because they have nowhere to stay, and you compounding the problem.
And I just think if you can find places like Alligator, Alcatraz to house people to get them out of here, you can find places for people to have shelter at. Like if you could be that creative in months and pull somewhere for somebody to go to send them to jail again, to lock them up. There's creativity that you can find to have them, to help your population of homelessness.
Yeah, I think it's like this. When you cleaning up your house, sometimes when you sweep up a mess, you can sweep it up into the dustpan and throw it in the garbage, or you can sweep it under the rug. And I think this is a situation where they're trying to sweep the issue under the rug instead of cleaning up the issue, right, and fixing the issue. I think they're trying to sweep it under the rug, and it's already a lot of stuff under the rug.
So we're gonna be just tripping over the rug.
The rug is overflowing.
We're gonna just trip over.
The rug is overflowing. They don't sweep everything under the rug.
But you know what? So while we talking about sweeping up under the rug this week, I hope that you did register.
Yes.
Because
for the gala.
Not the gala. I was gonna say the CRA report.
Oh yeah.
On Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Yes.
The CRA report. The Tampa Bay Breakfast Club will be broadcasting. I'm not gonna say because the contract is still in there.
Oh, you're so funny.
We wait on the final.
This is so funny.
Well, okay, this Wednesday at Pinellas Technical College, the 10-year CRA report. So a lot of people don't know the CRA is the Community Redevelopment Area in the South Side of St. Pete. One of the largest in the state of Florida. Built for supposed to be built for the people of the South Side of St. Pete.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be something new, supposed to be something different, but we will see. on Wednesday how
And-
the report shakes out.
It's gonna shake out, but they came in and talked about what they
Yes.
found,
Yes.
and there's
Yes.
$71 million in the pot.
Yes,
something like-
I think some millions has rolled over. So millions rolled over, and then millions came in. So they got money that rolled over from last year or the year before, whatever. And then another chunk of money that came in.
So the last time they talked, the 71 million, they got more than that now.
No, it's the 71. That's how it got to be. 71.
Okay. Just be clear. So it's like 71 million.
Yes.
I think it will. There's a lot of businesses here in St. Pete
Yes.
that can definitely benefit from it. If you are not
South St. Pete.
right, South, because the CRA is for the South Side,
Yes.
and so you have to be in those corridors. I can't even
Mhm.
speak today.
Mhm.
To qualify for the money. Now, I'm going to tell you, people do it all the time. There's ways to be in there if your business is not, because people do it all the time. And you'll see where the dollars are not coming to our community. I
Yes,
hope
thank you
that
for that.
this will be a way to spark a great conversation and some fire under people, Rudy Patootie,
Mhm.
to go and figure out how to get this money,
And-
right? And I hope on the opposite side, y'all help people to get this money, because there's no reason for $71 million to be sitting in the pot that's supposed to be given out to the community.
So I definitely agree with that. And then I just like to also say that this is an opportunity, right,
Mhm.
to have impact on our community like never before,
Right.
And what it's going to take, in my humble opinion,
Mhm.
is that it's going to take people of the community to help these resources get out. It's not going to come out of the city hall, out of the suites.
Mhm.
It's not going to come to help. It's difficult for you to come out of the suites to the streets
Mhm.
and help the people, because one, the people don't trust you,
Mhm.
right? Two, you don't necessarily know or trust the people. So what we have to do, we have to take these resources and help the people inside of the community be the solution.
Mhm.
That's the true solution. When we go to Iraq, we get people from Iraq to go and help us. Only time we come to the hood and think somebody outside the hood is going to help, but it's not going to work like that. It's
No,
going to
you
take
really.
people from the grass roots, from the roots of the grass, to really help these resources.
And you know what? I'm just thinking about it because it's when you say that, because I've been a part of a team that they hired outside of the state and brought in, right?
Yep.
Like I have been, like I have like my core team that I know that's like
Mhm.
that's gonna go and get the work done. But the first thing I do once I set up shop is I do go to the community. Right. And I start to hire within the community because they know the community better than me. But then now I'm thinking about it. Oh, they probably mad like we be mad when people bring somebody else in. Like,
But no,
I'm just thinking,
it's-
this just a random thought.
No, but listen, you correct, and but the reality is, it's hard to tell my boss or my supervisor that I'm unable to do what you're asking me to do, right? And a lot of times, like especially in the city of St. Pete
Mhm.
world, we would hope that a manager or someone to say, hey, this is not for us. We maybe need to hire somebody outside. They're not going to do that too often, because they're going to say, hey, we can do it. We got it. Leave it, because I don't want you to cut my staff next year. I don't want you to, hire somebody from outside to do it. But the reality is that might be the person that need to do it.
This is true, because I'm finna tell you, and this is just randomly thinking. I know I'm good at what I do, not like, so when I usually go, if they hire me to go out of town and set up shop, my numbers speaks for itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my team usually leads, but I do bring the people that's in the community into.
But see,
and now I'm just
there's different jobs, right?
Yeah.
Right. So in
Mhm.
some jobs, you do call in an outside team that can potentially help. That
Right.
sometimes that is what's called for. But this is the type of thing. This is such a hyper local thing. This is all the way down to the streets and the addresses.
Yeah.
Right. This is all the way down to corners and blocks.
Yeah.
So it takes a certain type of person, or group of people that can really comb those streets and really touch those blocks, because there's money to help. Like they were saying, the old lady needed her grass cut, and the resources weren't there to help her, and she had codes compliance on her. Woo, woo, woo.
Mhm.
But the dollars that were there to help her haven't been distributed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's sitting in the bank, it's rolling over.
Somebody else is using it.
It's rolling over.
No. What I'm saying, no, because
they say it rolled over. They say
no. What I'm
X millions rolled over.
But when I say somebody else is using, money, when you put money in the bank borrows from you to give other people money.
Most definitely.
Right. And so
but we're going to confuse the people.
No, so $70 million in there, somebody else got a loan off that money.
But they're going to be confused. You're going to confuse them because you're going to confuse them. They're going to be like the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club said, other people using the money.
No,
so,
not like that.
So we just saying the money rolled over, and we could have got the old lady grass cut, right? And we could have helped her not go into default with the city and codes compliance. So there are solutions that can be helped, because these dollars only can be used a certain way. So you only can use it like to help a person with their house or their business or whatever list of things that you can use it for. So we have to be more creative on ways to get it out, and more creative on ways to get the word out. So it's going to have to be a multifaceted approach, because I listened to the city when they were at the committee meeting, and some of the issues they were having are really human issues. It ain't nothing against that staff or nothing against that department, but they need the tools to be successful. And sometimes the tools to be successful lies inside the same community you're trying to help.
And I'm going to tell you that they had to be really, in my mind, they had to be really strict at the beginning, because they didn't have to be, but I understand why their thought process was, because they didn't think it was going to be as much money. And so they wanted to be a little bit more strategic on how the money was spent, because this is a 30-year contract. So mind you, the $71 million was never predicted to have it in 10 years.
No.
But now that you have a surplus of money that's in there, now you need to readjust and make it easier, because
and that's being nice. That's being nice. That's a nice way to look at it. But then people are losing, their livelihood and their homes and their businesses, and there's resources that could have helped them.
It could have.
And it's easy to say, oh, well, you tried, maybe next time. No, we got to get this right. We have to really buckle up and be like, okay, how can we really deploy these resources? Because it only helps the city. Yeah. It's not you helping me helps you.
Yeah.
This is one of those scenarios. When the resources get to the community correctly, it helps us all.
Right.
Because the money has already been allocated for the community. So now it's a bottleneck to getting it out. And that's what we got to kind of untie.
Yeah, we definitely need to kind of loosen it up.
Yeah, we got to open the floodgates. Yeah. And that's that. Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear open the floodgates. Nobody want to hear that. But guess what? Yes, we need to open the floodgates, and because these dollars can help with education. Like we can get people jobs. We can get people
a part of
certified training to do things.
A part of the CRA too is that you're supposed to hire employees. Right, like in there, like a part of it when you were going into the business, it's supposed to you have a business and you were supposed to hire people from that community. That was a part of it at one point.
But it's not that. It's saying that the dollars can be used to help real people, right, and not necessarily quote unquote hire. Right?
No, but that was a part. Like that
but
was
it's not quite it. But that's not quite it, because it's not a hiring component. But it's a component that's an education component.
No, even if you had a business, and tell me when you had.
No, that's what I'm telling you.
No,
tell me if you're wrong.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I tell you wrong.
And I said because I went to the class.
Okay.
Like I went in there because I tried to get the CRA for a business, and a part of it is that you had to hire so many people, to help out the community too. Like that was a part of the CRA. Now, if that part has changed,
well, they haven't been working that part, right? Because you got businesses and opportunity like Manhattan Casino. We had 14-20 employees from the CRA, and we couldn't access through CRA funds. So it's like,
why couldn't y'all? What was your problem with it?
I think our issue was more political. I think our issue was more personality and politics, more so than whether we were qualified, we were beyond qualified for the funds,
Mhm.
but the politics and the people that surround it didn't see it fit to make it available to our
But
business.
y'all were in
We're in the CRA. We had the CRA employees, everything that you're talking. That's why I was like, that's not so
But
much.
that's a part of what. So outside of that, because
Yes, they want you to hire people from inside the CRA to access CRA funds, but it's not a thing where because you hiring people out CRA, they're gonna give it to you.
right.
Yeah, you get what I mean. It's still it's still a process. It's
Yeah,
still,
no, I'm just saying that was one of the components. I didn't say that like that was
Mhm.
gonna give you the golden ticket.
yes,
No, that was not gonna
that's
give
not-
you the golden
it's
ticket.
not the golden
And a lot of times it was a refund program. That you find out like you had to
yes, reimbursement.
you
You have to
yeah,
spend the money
but-
first, and then they send the money back.
right.
Yep.
Which is if you're trying to get started on your business,
It's hard.
It's hard to do
And
it.
then you also need like bridge loans and funders that will say, okay, I see you going for the CRA. I think you're gonna make it. Here's the money, and then if you get it, you pay us back.
And then the thing is also when you look at that, like that puts you a step back too. Like if you have money, why do I have to get into a loan and then get this money? And this loan that you give me comes with a percentage
Yes.
that, you know what I mean? There's probably going to be more than this because they got to make something off. They have an interest rate off their dollar that they're giving you, right? And so if you have this money that you can give me and I qualify for it, like,
But see, and I'm gonna say this, and I know people, I might get flack by this.
you
right?
are, go ahead.
But a lot of times these programs aren't intended to help the people who are in most need, right?
Oh, you're not going to get flack for that.
But I'm just saying it's not intended because of the rules, because the person who's in most need is the person who cannot do a matching grant.
yeah.
But the people with the resources, so that's back to the rich get richer.
Yeah.
Because the person with the resources or have access to the resources can take advantage of the grant opportunity. But the person who can't is just SOL,
Yeah.
right? On the spot. And
And those are the people that live in this
that's
community.
lived here the longest.
Right,
That
and who
that
has
actually
actually-
deserved it,
right.
right? But then because I tell people all this, to me it's like subsidized gentrification.
Mhm.
Because what you will do is you will come in and help the new investor, and you'll give him matching funds, you'll forgive liens, you'll do everything for the new investor, but there's no program to help the person who stayed or the person that's in place,
Mhm.
right? So some kind of a placemaking, like what do you call it? Safety net.
Mhm.
A person who's been here, right, can't access the resources as easily or as readily available as the new investor who comes in, because they want to make it look good for the investor. They want to be like, hey, come invest here and we'll help you do this and we'll help you do that. But if you live here, you SOL.
And just think about this. If you help the people that lived here and got them right, you wouldn't have to do that with investors. They would come here and spend their own money because they will see how beautiful it is. You won't have to sell it because your people is already doing it for you. Have already invested into your community and the people that's going to make it thrive. Because the one thing you know for sure is the people from your city typically is going to stay here. Right. Typically, now people do move out, but you know, people think Florida is beautiful. They want to move here. Then it's too hot. And they moving back out. Like, you know what I mean? So
and I told somebody this too. You got to realize a lot of our elected officials and a lot of people that are pulling the levers aren't from here. So a lot of the help they're envisioning is from their perspective. It's from their POV.
yeah.
Right. And so if from my perspective is that, hey, I moved here from Kentucky and you know we need help doing this and the city helped us, and that's their POV. Because
How long do you think that you have to be here before you consider them like a Floridian?
I say 2-3 years. If you make it 3 to 5 years, you're a Floridian.
I think you
Welcome
should.
to the family.
You say,
Come
well,
on, come on to the picnic.
I would say for me, be here for 10 years. Let me tell you, help do whatever. And maybe that's too long, but then if you here 10 years, you probably here to stay.
Yeah, but it ain't about staying because people live here and then live somewhere else. You see, that's what I'm saying. That POV. That's
but
what I mean.
But I'm saying,
It's-
in
it's
10
just-
years, you have now been truly invested in this community.
And then what does that get them rights to?
No, I'm just saying, like, what that should get you rights at that point to run for like city council
No,
and stuff
you
like
can
that.
run for city council once you hear a year. The rules.
I know you
If
can.
you have the same address for a calendar year, you can now run for office.
I know, but
So we might need some of these people to save us.
no, let them work on your campaign. I don't know. Like, all right. So listen, as you look at the end, oh no, like you know how like
Yeah,
you come in, like you can give fresh life, but I want you to give advice, but not
Yeah,
like 'cause
yeah.
some of it maybe because you people move from some other places and be like, oh, it's so beautiful here, but then they start to try to change it.
They just
to-
play music all the time down the road. Yes, that's part of the culture. People listen to music. It be
Right.
kind of loud sometimes.
but then they want to change it from where they left from.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You look at it like the yard spaces, you see that they're cutting that all out. And so yeah.
Yeah. I
No.
mean, So Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We're talking about the CRA is coming up this Wednesday, the 10-year Southside CRA, the Southside CRA, because there's many CRAs within the map. We're talking specifically about the 10 years of the Southside CRA on Wednesday. Big shouts out to policy partners and all their teammates that put this together.
And stay, I think we're live. So for the people who couldn't get tickets or anything like that,
Hopefully, we working on it. We'll update y'all on Wednesday on
okay.
the contract negotiation.
This is Mr. Edmund. All right, final thoughts. Who's final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Donations. Carafesta Radio. You can write a check to Carafesta Radio for donations. Or you can send a cash app to $Jacko 5800. That's $JACK000 Jacko 5800. That's JACKO 5800. Or you can Zelle it to 727-504-8534. Donald Jackson. Thank you, Mr. J. And if you want to underwrite a show, you want to help us grow and be bigger, contact us. Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
That's true. Be the change you want to be. A seed. Write down those 5 things. Hurricane season.
Yes.
Make sure you stack up with water. Don't like overspend, but make sure that you're prepared for it. And stay tuned for Sister Hughes.
Lose your shoes and shot all around the house.
This has been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
And
I am Kiana.
And I'm the one and only Mr. Edmund.
And we're out. Bing, bing.
Bing, 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 bing.